This is a multi-part tutorial of the Emperor's New Groove speedrun. If you have not seen the previous parts, please click here to watch those first. This part will cover City. Yup, just City. Despite this awning appearing to be flat, there is a specific spot where an upwarp can be performed. It also requires a wacky angle, so I recommend keyboard and alt key method for this. While the level is loaded, skip the FMV, hold up left, then hold your jump key to simultaneously skip the cutscene and set up the upwarp. Once you touch the wall, lightly tap the alt key while still holding the other buttons to climb up to the top. The other upwarp methods can work for this, but alt key is the easiest in my personal opinion. Don't press up left before the level loads in because you'll buffer your angle and mess up the entire setup. If you miss it, you can either try to improvise a backup or just press F4 to leave the level, then re-enter and try again. And here's the skip from the beginning. Head over in this direction to the palace door. Gold door clip is the most complicated skip you will learn in this tutorial, so we're gonna break it down in a step-by-step process. Get up near the door and jump to the right here. Roll into the corner to slightly clip inside of it. Now you want to jump towards the wall the door is on. Keep jumping and adjusting your angle until you notice Cusco go deeper into the other wall. Now mash the roll button and slowly turn more and more down left. With the right angle, Cusco will slightly drop down to a lower spot. The reason we mash roll is that Cusco will sometimes kick, which gives you enough time to drop down with a safe angle. It's important to not change your angle too much or you'll get pushed out and have to try again. Now Cusco could have either dipped down a lot or only very slightly. As long as you notice a height difference, you did this part correctly. Now that we're here, just roll up right, then up left. Make these two separate actions. Don't try to blend them together or you'll have trouble touching the door. Here is gold door clip at full speed. And here it is again on keyboard. Skip another FMV, then go left first. Make sure to dodge Pacha's dialogue trigger. Grab some grapes and solve this basic puzzle.
Let's have a look-see.
For this room, you can shoot the one block, then jump across with a well-timed jump kick to save a little bit. You can also shoot the switch, then quickly jump to the block, but it's a little slower. Collect the red idol, and the fastest way back is a death warp. If you touched any checkpoints for safety, then just go through the door like normal. Now over to the right. Jump up and stack these two pots together. Use an up warp to climb them and knock over the statues. I personally do a roll up warp for that, but you can use whatever you want. Then bring the pot over to the button. These cycles will not be the same every time, so you'll have to react to whatever you get.
Let's have a look-see. Let's have a look-see. Whee! Oh yeah, I'm jumping.
While you're waiting on this last swing, you can actually shoot through the blocks and hit the switch behind them. Aim for like the nose here.
Look-see.
Get the idol and death warp back again. For the guard clip coming up, you'll need at least 2 health. Head to this door and slow down a little to have the guard chase you. Stand right next to the door itself, but don't hug the wall it's on because the guard will stop detecting you otherwise. Let the guard stab you once to get knocked back. Wait for the guard to start a second stab before proceeding to move. Then as he lunges the pitchfork into you, roll into the door. The combination of the roll and the pitchfork pushing you will clip you into the door. It's important to not do your roll until he starts his stab. Otherwise, if you move too early, he will no longer detect you and start running away. If the guard happens to get out of place, just jump out and re-manipulate him to get him back. If you don't clip in right away, don't worry, just keep trying and eventually you will get it. But make sure you're only rolling while the pitchfork is pushing you. If you clipped in but didn't touch the door trigger, just fidget around to get in deeper. Grab the checkpoint, jump across to the red idol, then just death warp back. This is optional, but if you have 1 health remaining and Wompies to spare, just tank a Wompy so that you have full health because the next section is full of guards. Begin navigating the maze. If any guards are turned around, charge on the ground to kill them. If they see you, just charge jump over their shoulder. Don't be afraid to kill guards as you can pick up their coins later to get a charge increase. We need to be quick once we jump down here because we need to avoid a cutscene. Make sure that you charge on the ground at least half a second before hitting the breakable wall. Otherwise, if you've just been charge jumping, it will not break. These peasants are about to start up a nice friendly chat. We don't want to intrude on their conversation, so get out of there quickly. Another breakable wall is coming up. Again, charge a little on the ground to break it. Grab this charge so you have a little leeway for seeing the guard. This is a nice safety checkpoint if you need it. For the time blocks, hit these 2 switches, then charge jump across for an easy skip. Head left on this branching path. Grab the charge and do some neutral charge jumps. Charge on the ground to immediately kill the guard. When you press the button, make sure all the blocks are out before leaving so that way they stay out. Doing these charge jumps across the blocks are a little tricky, so take your time. After these time blocks, kill the guard and face in a way that Cusco, the gold head, and the corner all line up. Use look mode if you need to. We're doing this so we can grab the head exactly like this. Don't move until the head is firmly placed on your butt. If you try to move too early, the head will change rotation, which will screw up our setup later. If you ever need to re-grab it, just make sure that the head of the statue is facing down right. Now to do gold head clip. Face the door and stand right here. You want Cusco's toe to be just behind this line here. When you're lined up, throw the head and jump in between the head and the door. Don't stand in the door like this. You won't clip when you roll. Make sure you're standing so that you're slightly clipping in. Roll into it so you slightly clip in, let go of any movement input, then jump to do a roll upwarp. That will clip you past the door. Here's the skip in full.
Let's have a look-see.
Skip another FMV. Grab the pot from the second step and then run over to the button. Again, make sure you press it long enough so the blocks have time to come out. Quickly place the pot and use it to jump up. You have to move quick during this strategy because the crocodile is constantly chasing you. Here's how to do this room casually if the croc is giving you too much trouble.
I'm jumping, jumpy jump. Ow! Whee! Oh yeah, I'm jumping. Yeah.
Checkpoint.
Whee! Oh yeah, I'm jumpy jump.
Checkpoint.
Whee! Oh yeah, I'm jumping.
When you pass the guard, grab this.
Checkpoint.
It's very important for later. Bring the platform over to you, and then stand on it so that you're facing this corner. You have plenty of time to set this up. Once enough time passes, the platform will go back to its original spot. When it stops, roll forward and jump into the void to land safely on this section of the level. You can also jump kick if you need the extra distance. From this point on, don't grab any checkpoints. We need to keep that one from earlier. After the second puzzle, roll into the bunny secret, but be careful to not grab the checkpoint. The bunny secret will give you charge, so now just jump off. You will death warp back to the checkpoint after the sneaking guard we got earlier. If you messed up and grabbed the wrong checkpoint, backtrack through the puzzles until you reach Peacock Man again.
Out of my way! Let's have a look-see.
Head over to that guard section and go through until you're back here.
Whee! Oh yeah, I'm jumping.
Checkpoint.
Enter this room again and do another charge jump into the void to skip to this section. The City 3 route is a little tricky to remember, so review it a few times to make sure you have it down. Once you grab the pot, you can throw it in front of the guard's path so they turn around quicker.
Checkpoint.
For the Yzma fight, bring the 2 leftmost bricks to the ground with grapes. Jump on one, and then aim at the front face of the other brick. Spit a grape, quickly get out of look mode, then jump on the rising brick to get up to Yzma. You can do something similar with only one brick. Just bring it down, face the front, spit, get out of look, then jump up. The difference is that your button presses have to be much quicker than the 2 brick setup.
Let's have a look-see. Woo-hoo-hoo! Out of my way!
We're in the home stretch now. If you can beat City, you can beat anything. If you're ready to move on, grab your llama lederhosen and head over to the next part where we'll cover catacombs and lab. What?